Dolly asks, "Wise one, I don't know if I truly believe in past or future lives. But lately, I've been wondering why this person? Why are we living this life together? Could it be that my partner and I, in this present life, once shared a connection in a previous one?" The sage gently sets down his teacup and begins to speak with quiet gravity. "Dolly, before I answer, remember this. We do not reflect on past and future lives to blindly follow superstition. Rather, we do so to better understand the relationships and circumstances we find ourselves in now. When we see our present with deeper eyes, we open our hearts to acceptance, to forgiveness, and to the possibility of growing beyond what hurts us. This is not about belief, but about creating a foundation of insight. One that allows us to turn hardship into meaning and relationships into wisdom. Belief is a choice, but connection, true connection, often echoes from a place deeper than memory. Marriage is not merely born of love. Sometimes, it is the continuation of something unfinished, or the return of a feeling left unresolved. When two souls reunite as spouses, they may be following one of 10 invisible threads. First, unfulfilled love. Two hearts, once torn apart by fate, reunite in this life as lovers and spouses. But longing does not guarantee peace. Sometimes the love is so intense it becomes jealousy, fear, or pain. Their task now is to live the love they once only dreamed of. Second, former enemies. Those who once harmed one another by sword, by word, by betrayal, return as the closest of companions, not to seek revenge, but to untie the knot of hatred. Only through forgiveness can they escape this cycle in lives to come. Third, an unpaid debt. A debt of money, a promise, or even a life one did not repay in time, and so returns now as a spouse, to give, to serve, to settle what is unseen. The one who gives without knowing why, or carries a guilt they cannot name, may be honoring this old, silent debt. Fourth, teacher and student. One taught, the other learned. Even when the lessons ended, the bond remained. Now, they grow side by side, mirroring one another, and continuing the journey of shared insight. Fifth, comrades in war. They once stood on the edge of death together. That trust without words became a connection without need for explanation. Even now, they walk together saying little, but understanding everything. Sixth, a life once saved. One rescued the other from death, despair, or darkness. Now they live side by side, the saved and the savior. But sometimes gratitude becomes a burden, and the one who saved grows weary. The task in this life is balance, not debt, but companionship. Seventh, siblings reborn. They fought and forgave each other countless times as siblings. Now they are spouses, arguing and reconciling once again. When there's ease in conflict, and warmth even in anger, it may be the echo of that familial bond. Eighth, master and servant. One gave orders, the other obeyed. Power was uneven. In this life, the roles may return, reversed or unchanged. If a relationship feels one-sided or controlling, it may be the shadow of an old imbalance. Ninth, a final wish before death. One died saying, "Let's meet again." That vow cut across lifetimes, leading two souls back to one another. When you meet someone and cry for no reason, or feel like you've known them forever, that promise may be blooming at last. 10th, the quiet bond. There is no story to tell, just a gentle presence. Someone who once offered a coat on a cold day, or a moment of kindness with no name. Now they live together, not to repay, but to continue the kindness. It's a love with no reason, only rhythm. The sage lifts his teacup again and speaks softly. So, Dolly, never take lightly the one beside you. The person you love today may be a name, whispered through hundreds of lifetimes, across silence, through joy and sorrow, and beyond time itself.